Ghana just concluded elections.
That's right.
The Nigerian president was there on the inauguration.
Yes, sir.
What are they doing to get it right that we are not doing?
African country, do you want to slap with Nigerian government since that this government is not good enough for you and for us entirely?
I think Ghana is okay. Ghana.
Yes. Why is
it? I think one of the best presidents in Africa.
Tell me, what are we producing and selling to other countries? Not even slippers. We eat the skin of our cows instead of turning them to beautiful bags and shoes.
A lot of Nigerians are beginning to ask questions, saying that how do Ghanaians keep voting for the right leaders and getting things right in their country, while in Nigeria, all we get as a president is to make joke of the situation of the country. Let's take a look at the video, and please do not forget to like the video and comment your thought below.
Ghana just concluded elections.
That's right.
The Nigerian president was there on the inauguration.
Yes, sir.
Senegal did. South Africa did. What are they doing to get it right that we are not doing? We are supposed to be the giant of Africa. So if you look at the petition we took to the National Assembly, there are some bullet points. You talk about mandatory electronic transmission of results. Is it impossible for us to do? Everybody receives SMS and alert anywhere you are in Nigeria. Kidnappers receive alert in the forest. In Nigeria. I don't know which of the alerts because I've really not worked with. As it is in Nigeria today, it's almost impossible to register a new political party. What is going on? So there are problems with the opposition parties. Only the ruling party is viable, so everybody's moving. Everybody's moving. So those are the issues that everyone must come together and identify and fix. If not, we are not moving forward.
which other African country do you want to swap with Nigerian government since that this government is not good enough for you and for us entirely?
I think Ghana is okay. Ghana.
Yes. Why is
it? I think one of the best presidents in Africa. At least I knew how Ghana was like a few years back, but now I believe Ghana has changed and things are going well. Can you imagine like one Ghana cedi is about almost 200 naira, one Ghana cedis. But $1 to Nigeria is about 700 and something. So we are still suffering. But Ghana president has made sure that things have changed and Ghana is doing well. So I believe if Ghanaian president becomes Nigerian president, will, at least before the next few years will become better. Yes, now. So our president is something else. He's old, and I don't know if he's illiteracy or I don't know. The president is no longer fit to.
Not functioning.
Yeah, it's not functioning. That's not put it that way. It's not functioning. It's not like functioning. So I think Ghana president is okay for us.
To be very honest with you, Nigeria has become so bad that if you know the number or percentage of persons who do not believe that anything can work in this country, it is frightening.
Try.
A lot of Nigerians have made up their minds that free and fair election are a mirage. You can't have it in Nigeria. When you have become a victim, it's like a person who has been in so much of an abusive relationship with his spouse. You become even fearful to leave because you believe that any other person you meet is the same thing. That is where Nigerians are. So this issue of elections, there are a lot of persons who will tell you outrightly that, Peter, you are wasting your time. It won't work. Because, and of a truth, there is good reason for that. Asking for electoral reform is like asking for resignation of the entire politicians who are there today. Who is going to sign my own resignation to leave? But the more reason why they will refuse is the more reason why you must insist. Because you know that you will now begin to ask yourself, the power of the people and the people in power, who should be greater? Calculate everybody who is in government, from the presidency, National Assembly, governors 36, State House of Assembly. How many of them and how many are they holding hostage? So at a point we become accomplices to our oppression. We are now voluntary slaves.
Tell me. Tell me, what are we producing and selling to other countries? Not even slippers. We eat the skin of our cows instead of turning them to beautiful bags and shoes. Eliminate that. It's a sign of poverty.
Actually turn Africa into a heaven in the next 5 years. It doesn't take time.
So how
because I mean, you know, like what I keep saying, you need to think big, then you grow big. You think small, you never grow.
Okay, but the reality is right now we're still relying on foreign partners. To create more assets and banks is going to take some time. So what's your solution?
Well, the solution is that right now people have seen exactly what, what they've been doing. We don't expect the international banks to do, but we should also make sure that we have you see, for us to grow, we need a very strong financial institutions. We need to have good manufacturing base. We need to also face agriculture. All the other artificial intelligence and co, they will follow. It's part of the growth. But once we do that, we focus on our own mineral sources. I am telling you, Africa will be totally a different story. You know, people now always come and talk about corruption. Of course, Africa is not the only place that you have corruption. Corruption is all over the place. The only difference is that our corrupt people, when they steal the money, they take it, they fly the money out of the continent. If they continue to invest here, fine, then the economy will grow. I mean, I apologize with respect to maybe countries like Indonesia before. I'm not talking about now. During Suharto, are you saying that there was no corruption? Of course, there was corruption. In all Thailand, corruption everywhere. But they were able to grow. Just because they did not do what we are doing in Africa, taking the money out of the continent, out of their Asian region. Okay, so I'm not saying that I encourage. All what I'm saying is that there's no society, whether it's America, whether it's Europe, everywhere that you think of, there is corruption. But our own is totally different, where now you deprive your country of the money, you deprive your family of the money, because you won't tell your family you've stolen money. So, you know, you deprive everybody, then you now go and hide the money somewhere. When you the money will go into the banking system.
This is brilliant. I mean, I've never thought of corruption in this way.
To tell you the truth, okay, like now, somebody was asking me a question. I think some people came to visit our own fertilizer, and I was telling them that, you know, I've said it before in one forum, that in the next 40 months, Africa will not import fertilizer from anywhere. We have a very aggressive trajectory right now. We want to put Dangote fertilizer to be the largest producer of fertilizer, of urea, bigger and higher than Qatar. And watch me, 40 months. Give me 40 months.
Now, you heard from the horse's mouth already. He said in 5 years that Africa can be transformed into heaven. No doubt. The points he brought out were accurate, right? But the question now is, this same Dangote has been in control of Nigeria for over 30 years. True or false? True. Now, what effort has he made in bringing up these people? I know he has invested 80% of his investment in Nigeria, which is good. If everybody had stolen and done that in Nigeria, perhaps many Nigerians won't be jobless today. There will be no need going outside the country. But Dangote, you talked about in a short while that Nigeria will not be importing fertilizers again. True? What if politics comes in? The politics is to deny you of certain access, bring in more people to start supplying. That's where the corruption goes. Secondly, your product is very expensive. You started selling cement at how much? At how much? Now we buy cement at 10,500, 11,000. There was a time we even bought it 15,000. Now, the prices continue to jack up, and then the poor masses suffer. So if we get everything in abundance, and then we cannot afford it, of what use is it to us? It still remains that Nigerians suffer. The same thing. So we expect you as an experienced business person to affiliate with your colleagues and see how you make life a little bit easy for Nigerians, because at this point, Nigerians have no say. Anything you guys decide is what works. Either you want to do anything you decide is what works. You, the top business people, the politicians, you are all the same. So we appreciate you for investing in Nigeria. But please, Dangote, Do your best to listen to the people's cry.
Honestly, they have to listen to the people's cry. Dangote have really invested a lot in the Nigeria economic. A lot of the things that is being produced in Nigeria, when it comes to cement, when it comes to Maggi, sugar, a lot of things is being produced. Even Indomie is being produced by this man, and he has done so well when it comes to that aspect. Just that his things are really expensive as well. Yes, his things are really expensive, but at the same time, if the way Dangote is doing a lot of things to make the Nigeria economy better in a way of producing job for the Nigerian youths, if other politicians are also doing the same thing, I think it's going to be better, because a lot of Nigeria politicians, they will steal the money, take the money to the Western world to build companies, houses, business over there, and leave Nigeria with nothing. So how can you steal the country money without at least investing back to the country to help the youth also to get job? But at the same time, I would also love to see your comments on the comment section of what you also think of this video. Please, if you're a Nigerian, if you're a Ghanaian, if you're a foreigner, please feel free to also share your thoughts on the comment section. And please, if you have not liked the video at this point, do me well by liking the video, and don't forget to share with a friend who would like to watch this video with you. And please, if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, my name is Natural African Girl. Please do not make it your last by subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.